Hi, guys. My name is Ariana, and I'm a certified financial coach.
And I'm Jacob. I am also a financial coach.
Welcome to the Money Rumble. Today, we're going to be talking about relationship with money. And so, this is relationship between married people and money,
Between singles and money,
mm-hmm.
and how they interact with it.
Yep. And then your relationship to money in general. Things that we've been told as kids that we now believe when we're an adult, like money doesn't grow on trees. Have you guys not heard about the money tree down in South America? No, just kidding. So we're going to be talking about those three things today. And we know that money is a touchy subject. That's why we call it the Money Rumble. Money can cause huge fights in relationships.
A source of friction.
Mm-hmm.
And how people handle money with a partner can cause many of fights that last for the length of the relationship.
Or even avoidance.
Right.
Couples
People
can
make a
completely...
conversation because they know it's a source of friction.
I don't want to have this fight. I don't even want to talk about it. So we won't even talk about our budget. We won't talk about our money at all. You do your thing over here. I'm going to do my thing over here. And then they're not winning with money. We know that couples that talk about money together win with money. And couples that win with money have stronger relationships. Let's talk about the difference between men and women. Women deal in feelings, right? We deal in feelings. This is how I feel about something. Whereas men...
we're factual. We like looking at the numbers. What's the bottom line?
Yep. Women enjoy talking. We can talk up to, I think it's 60 words per day. 60,000 words per day. And men do 10 to 20,000 words.
About 30 to 40,000 words, depending on your work environment.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he can be out in the garage all day just listening to his music, not saying anything, and I swear I'm in the kitchen just talking to myself because I need somebody to talk to. Women tend to be more agreeable. That's why we go to the bathroom together. Come with us. Sure, no problem. We'll go do that together.
Well, men tend to be a little bit more on the control aspect of that. We don't mind going to the bathroom by ourselves. In fact, when there's a full bathroom, we'll actually wait until there's a buffer zone between stalls.
Oh, I'm not familiar with how the stalls work. I will leave that to you men. I'm going to take my one with the door. So, yes, women definitely like to do things together, whereas men don't mind going solo. Women want consensus. So this is why we ask, are you hungry? Rather than just saying, I'm hungry. We want consensus in the, oh yeah, I'm hungry too. Want to get something to eat? Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. We're constantly looking for that consensus.
Men are okay just going alone. And when we go hunting, like back in the day when we were hunting, alone was fine. Packs are better, as we found out. But when we don't mind going fishing by ourselves, our alone time with our thoughts to think things through. That's okay with us.
For women, the status of our relationship with money also reflects the status of the quality of our relationship.
So you're talking about how much money do we have in reserve if something were to go bad. You're talking about the emergency fund.
The all-important emergency
fund.
Yeah.
So guys also like having emergency fund. We just feel different about it. It's the ability to take care of ourselves, our spouses, our family in the event of an emergency. The ability to achieve results if results are required.
So talking about the emergency fund, women feel it's the most important key to our financial future.
The emergency fund?
Important key to our financial
future?
The
emergency fund?
To
I would.
it's the most.
See, I'm gonna have to disagree with you.
Yeah?
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not a woman, so I won't know how a woman would feel about it. However, I don't agree with that mindset. I would say emergency fund is very important, and it does give you a financial basis in the event of some rough waters. It's your life raft. It's your life preserver.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say the key to financial success is earning money, the wage, your income.
Well, I think it's the quickest way to getting rich, but having that security buffer there just makes me feel more secure. Like it makes me calm in a place where I know we're going to be okay. Like I just know, I know we have that money there, and I know we're going to be okay because that money is there. Now, I think, having investments and retirement accounts are important as well and feel good as well. But, like, it's that foundational kind of thing that once we have that money in the bank account, it seems like everything else will go smoother or smoothly.
Smoothly. Okay, so the worry and concern is gone because you have that 3 to 6 month emergency fund sitting in the bank, ready to go at a drop of a hat.
Yep.
Oh no, water main burst on our side of the meter.
That's
our
okay.
responsibility. We got it covered.
Yep. Absolutely.
Okay, that is very reassuring. Knowing that at a drop of a hat, you could just say, "Okay, come fix it." How much?
Yeah. Well, because for women, money equals security. So,
And for men, money equals success,
like a scorecard.
like a scorecard.
Women can face terror around lack of money. So we need those hugs, those reassurance hugs. We're going to be okay. We're in this together.
Right.
We're gonna
So
get
this
through
is
it.
where somebody's love language would come into effect. Physical contact, non-sexual physical contact for the reassurance. And it doesn't have to be a hug. It could be a little love note. It could be...
I love the love notes.
It could be a little act of service.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever assures her that he's paying attention.
Yeah, that's so important with the love languages. If you guys haven't checked out the 5 love languages, it's important to know what your partner's love language is so that you're feeding them and meeting their needs for their love language, rather than just knowing your own and expecting to meet that person's needs by showing what your love language is. So let's get into when we're talking about money and relationships. If he's over here doing his thing and I'm over here doing my thing, we're not talking about money. I like to think about it as having too many cooks in the kitchen. So, but he might be in the kitchen making a barbecue brisket, and I'm over here in the kitchen making a chocolate cake. And what happens if he puts steak sauce in my chocolate cake? Because we're not on the same recipe.
And what if she puts chocolate frosting in my rub? That's not going to work out. Ooh, chocolate brisket. That might work.
That might
actually could work.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's a whole different channel.
Yeah.
And the opposites attract. So I am a nerd spender.
And I'm a nerd investor.
Nerd investor. You're more of those free. He's a little bit more on the free spirit
We're
side.
both nerds.
Obviously, we're doing Money Rumble.
But I'm the free spirit in the relationship. She has no problem making our budget, and after about the 3rd spreadsheet tab, I'm gone.
Yeah.
She's lost me.
Even after 17 minutes on an easy to see app, he's pretty much checked out at that point. So
Yeah.
So doing things together when you've got the nerd and the free spirit is really important. So have you heard the story of the Belgian horse?
I have. I also saw a video.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really interesting. Do you want to explain that one?
Yeah. So a Belgian horse can pull 8,000 pounds all by itself. Now, if you take 2 of them and you buckle them together and they've never been trained before,
They never saw each other before.
Never saw each other before. How many pounds do you think two of them together could pull?
Well, logically thinking, if one can pull 8, the two of them can pull 16.
So twice as much.
So twice as much. You have double the horsepower, double the amount to pull.
2 never trained before can pull 24,000 pounds. So 3 times as much.
All right. So all they're doing is facing the same direction and being told to go.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So
now if you
one
train
can
them-
pull 8, 2 can pull 24 just because they have the same goal.
Right. Now, if you train them together for 6 weeks,
Uh-huh.
they can pull 32,000 pounds.
So where
4 times as much.
one can pull 8,
Mm-hmm.
2 trained Belgian horses can pull 4 times as much.
Yep.
32,000 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
That's incredible.
It is incredible. And that's the same in your relationship. So when you guys are on the same page, when we're on the same page and we're pulling together in our finances, in our careers, with the kiddos, we can pull 4 times as much. Unity
Actually,
is really
we've
powerful.
seen that happen.
We have
Seen that happen. Because it's when you're communicating, when you're comfortable in the relationship, and you have an established set of goals that you both agree on, you're going to do whatever it takes to achieve those goals, and you're going to get creative on how to achieve those goals.
Yeah. I think it's really important too, the training together for 6 weeks. It's almost like the training to do the budget, right? It takes at least 3 months to get your budget right together if you've never done one before.
I never made that correlation
Yeah,
before.
so you got to train together.
You have to train together, and you'll see magic happen.
Yeah. Ooh, magic. We need some sparklies on the screen. So let's say one of you is like, I'm on board. Let's do a budget. I think, we can do this. We can do, the debt takedown. And the other spouse is like, I don't know. I'm not feeling it. I don't want to talk to you about money. It always ends up in a fight. We call
But
that.
if I'm on a budget, I can't go buy my new bass boat. And if I'm on a budget, I can't go buy my new hunting rifle.
Yeah, we call
if
that the
I'm-
reluctant spouse.
If I'm on a budget, I can't buy my quad or my Polaris. I can't go.
Oh, poor you. You have to be an adult and you have
I
to
can't
wait.
have my morning coffee.
Oh. We're on such a tight budget. No morning coffee.
Well, that's the fear because they haven't established the same goal.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. So if we are creating our budget, who decides where we get to spend the money?
We do. If we are working on the budget, we decide where the money goes.
So if we decide we want a new bass boat, do we get to have one?
If we agree, yes.
Yeah.
If that is what the goal is, and you're going to make that priority in your budget, then yes. That means you have permission to start saving for that bass boat.
Yeah. Start dreaming together. What does that bass boat look like? How much is that going to cost?
What are you going to do with it?
Mm-hmm.
Think about all the memories you're going to have on that boat, all the quiet fishing time until she has an idea.
I'll bring a book. So let's dive into singles and money. So if you are single, it's very important that you have a budget because that's your guideline. You've created this budget so that you know when you get to a certain point, if you're going outside of your budget, you've stepped your toe over the line. Singles have to be very careful because they experience time fatigue and because they have to do everything themselves.
Right. They can't divide and conquer where I can go get the oil changed or go grocery shopping. You can go take the girls to get clothes or get the haircut or whatever else needs to be done. We can split the chores. A single, well, it's all on you. And you're going to have to be very diligent with your time as well as your finances to make sure you stay on track.
Singles often will do impulse purchases. They they play a game, the I owe it to myself, I work so hard, I deserve it game, and that can be very dangerous to their budget.
It can because it can start a bad habit. Well, this was a rough week. I deserve to take myself out. I miss human contact outside of work. I need to go and expose myself to people. That sounded bad. I need to go interact with people in public, and there you go to a bar where drinks are not cheap.
Or even just out to eat, going out
to eat. It's still not cheap.
Yeah. So singles need a written plan because it gives them empowerment, accountability, and control. And they need an accountability partner.
And this accountability partner needs to be somebody that loves you enough to remind you that you're stepping out of bounds.
To tell you the truth.
To tell you the truth. This accountability partner cannot be a shopping buddy.
But I want 3 in different colors. You're not my accountability partner.
No. They need to be able to help you think it through so that it's going to be a purchase that you need, a purchase that is going to bring value to you. And there's a third one.
Well, the needs versus wants. You just have to look at it, is this a need or is this a want? And does it fit inside my overall budget?
Right.
Last topic we're going to cover is relating with money. What is your relationship to money? If you were to sit down and write a love letter to money, what would it say? Would it say, oh, money, I love you so much when you're here, but I hate you when you're gone. You're never around when I need you, and you're always in the negative. You're always negative. I mean, would you hang around?
I hate the fact that I depend on you. Yeah, especially if you're an independent single. You don't want to depend on money.
Would you hang around if you talked about if you had a friend who talked about you that way? Probably not. So,
no, and as weird as it sounds, this is actually fairly important. Understand your thoughts and your feelings around money. Give yourself permission to want it to be around. And that doesn't mean you're a bad person. That doesn't mean that you're going to become evil or money's going to change you. You are you. Money is just a tool that helps you become more of who you really are.
Yeah, absolutely. What's something your parents told you about money that when you were a kid that has now affected your relationship with money as an adult?
I remember being told that having money made somebody bad. That money was the root of all evil. That's what I remember.
Not love of money is the root of all evil?
No.
Just that money was the root of
all evil.
Money
was the root, or money changes people. Which I honestly can't say I ever witnessed that personally. And then as an adult, I realized, well, I'm me. Now, I will say, having that emergency fund changed my perception of my job. I'm not afraid to speak up. And I know that if my integrity is going to be challenged, I can seriously start considering, maybe I don't need this job. And I can start looking somewhere else.
He loves his job.
I love my job.
He loves his job.
I love my job. And I post how much I love my job. But I'm just saying, with a fully funded emergency fund, it gives you options to find the job you want, not the job you have to have.
That's true. I know. I was told money doesn't grow on trees, and I was shown that hard work, that you, in order to get money, you have to do really hard work. I mean, my dad worked in the lumber industry. My mom was a school teacher. They worked really hard for the money, and that's what I was shown, that work equals money. And I'm not saying that that's not true, but I don't think you have to get down and dirty. Like, there's other ways to bring in passive income that don't include coming home with with
blisters or splinters or
under your nails,
Mhm.
or getting redwood poisoning because you got a redwood splinter. There's
that's a thing.
yeah, they have toxins in the redwood has toxins, and my dad got a splinter and it got all infected. It was really
Wow.
gross when I was a kid. I ended
I
up
didn't know
going to
that.
the doctor. Um,
Now,
but yeah, I was told that money didn't grow on trees and that it took hard work to bring it home.
yeah, I remember hearing that money doesn't grow on trees. And I remember that we're always trying to find ways to make more. We never seem to have enough. And I think I carry that into my adulthood subconsciously. Never enough, never enough.
Right. Mine is you have to work hard. You have to work hard.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's part of it, working hard.
No, but I mean that's what I'm carrying into my adulthood.
Mm.
That you can't just make money. It can't be easy. You have to work hard for it. And
Oh, I see what you're saying. It's like
Mhm.
if you're not working hard, then you're not making money.
yeah, or you don't deserve it.
Or you don't deserve it. Oh, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
You don't deserve it if you're not working hard for it.
Did we cover everything?
Yeah, so that was our conversation about relating with money in your marriage, relating with money as singles, and then relating with money.
One thing to remember is to take away from this is that couples who win with money generally have stronger relationships. Are we ready to sign off? How are we
Yeah,
gonna sign off?
I'm ready to
You're
sign
ready to
off.
sign off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Riddler's
Bubblers
out.
out.